I know who to trust. I come around me, we sizing them up. Call up the gang, they lining it up. Fading it, taping it up with the cut. I had a dream, I was ready for it. Lord told me, hey Dyllyn, you headed for it. Know my future been break up and overpouring. Know my demons, they been trying to overthrow it.
What's up, everybody? It's Duval, not Duval, and I have a special guest, Mr. Dyllyn over here. If you heard any of my old streaming intros or any of that, it's his songs. It's great artist. I think I met you back at, no, I don't think, I know I met you back at what, UTSA? And you just graduated this past year, right?
Yeah, in December, actually.
I feel you. Well, congratulations on that. How's life as a alumni been so far for you?
It's been cool. Like I really been chilling, man. I work at the studio. I work at several different studios, and I still make my music. I don't know if many people knew about how I made music back whenever I was in college, but yeah. I made music.
Yes, I know. I got that. I still have your When Midnight Calls album downloaded on my phone. I've been paying attention. Yeah. So I wanted to talk. So I'm assuming you at these studios, you work as a producer or what do you do?
I work as an audio engineer in practice.
Audio engineer?
Yeah, just to give more just more in depth of an understanding of what an audio engineer is. Most people think we're producers, but we are actually more so soundscapers in a way, or we can be sound, like how things are perceived whenever a final song is mixed down. So like whenever Drake records, it doesn't immediately sound like all the songs that you hear whenever he puts it out. So
gotcha.
It sounds good like that, or the engineers.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, for everyone watching, there you go. Broke down the process a little more for you, because I know I didn't know all of it. So I appreciate you breaking that down. As for your music, what tends to give you your ideas? Like, I know there are some artists that kind of like make a beat and then just kind of put words together that match that. Some people have a story they want to tell, then find a beat to throw on after to match the words they want. How do you go about that process?
I kind of really start off by listening to the beat or whatever happens. Like maybe somebody that I'm in the room with and the producer's making the beat in front of me, but I mainly just like listen and feel the vibe that whoever made it or that beat is giving me, and kind of just bounce. I kind of make my own vibe off of what I felt from what I'm hearing,
Gotcha.
And then I kind of just run off whatever idea I get, whatever I talk about, the first thought, first feeling, first sound, whatever it may be. Because even with words, like most people be like, oh, I get the words first and I, do the flow or the cadence. Like I actually just try to beatbox in a way if I'm rapping, or like hum if I'm trying to sing, and just get a sound first and then kind of go into, okay, maybe I should say it like this to phonetically match what I'm,
Gotcha. Okay. Well, when did you get started in music then?
I started making music when I was like 16 in high school. Like I actually got a computer and got FL Studio for all my producers and engineers. I just grabbed that real quick. I used to have it on my sister's computer before I got my own, and I would just like practice and figure out how to use it. That way, when I got my own, like record and do whatever, make beats, whatever I was trying to do. Because I knew I wanted to do something in music, and I was like, man, I'm gonna try to make beats, which then spanned into, okay, I'm gonna be an audio engineer and just record myself because I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
Then, I'm still gonna be an artist, but I'm definitely heavy on engineering. So it's just like, okay.
I feel you. So I mean, you said take me back. You said you knew you always wanted to be around music and in music. Then where'd that start from? I'm assuming it started before 16.
Yeah, no, I definitely did. I used to always I used to always go to my sister's plays. She didn't have plays. She had she did play in plays, but she also had an opera show. Okay. Excuse me, sings opera. So I would always see her shows, and she would sing, and it would be really mellow of a vibe, but also dramatic in some instances, and it kind of just pulled me towards music. I think that's like my singing side, and then rapping, I just like Drake and J. Cole and all the greats and how they write so intricately.
Yeah,
it's like the way that rappers can actually become real poets and then just conforming to whatever sound or beat that they have, they kind of interest me to start doing my own, especially Travis Scott. Travis Scott definitely like
That's who I. That's kind of the vibe I get from you, anyways. Is a little bit of Travis, not necessarily in how your songs always sound, but I don't know. I just kind of always. I guess the heavy emphasis on production, not audio engineering and things of that nature, it's kind of always made me think of that. And I mean that, and we both from Houston, so we know where he came from. Yeah. So you mentioned Travis, Drake, your sister, and Cole. Is there like, do you have any other like major R&B or rap influences that you kind of?
I definitely say the girl side, SZA or SZA, whatever you want to say, SZA, SZA, whoever I can say SZA, but she's definitely fire. I think she's amazing. Janae is another amazing R&B artist. That's just for more like the women's side of music that I listen to.
Okay.
I listen to stuff, but like I have my moments where I'm like, okay, let me turn on some Mac Miller or some pop, real quick. And it doesn't even have to be anybody specific. It could just be my phone on random, and I'll just have it play. But artist wise, yeah, I think those would be my like top 5: Travis, Drake, Cole, Kendrick, and rappers. I say Thug, free that man, free that man.
Yeah, that is rough. I hope that man get up, but I hope it's proven not true actually. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens on that case. But yeah, I mean, I guess, would you consider yourself more of a, in your actual music as an artist, do you consider yourself more of a rapper or a singer, like R&B singer? Which one do you resonate with?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Like, because I've done so many different genres that it's like I really just stick to artists. Even with like how I do projects, if I ever do like mix down a project, I call it projects instead of this is an EP or a mixtape, because I just feel like it's better, broader, standard.
Yeah, kind of don't want to be like tied down in that and either. Okay, I feel you. I mean, and I feel like, I don't know, you probably know a little more because you spend a lot more times actually studying the small details in music, but I feel like that's happening a lot more now with these kind of genre bending artists. My original, I mean, I guess kind of Drake was kind of the main one that made it started taking off, may have been even before that, but I guess my favorite one as of late, I don't know if you've listened to him, is Black. And that Free Black project, man, that is still my most listened to album, like to this day. I love that sound.
I was actually listening to the other day, it just came on random. It was one of the songs off of the 6-piece Hot Wings EP he did.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
All right, so I guess do you have any aspirations for obviously you have aspirations, but like long term, where do you want to end up?
And honestly, I want to be on the stages, man. Like I want to be in front of a full mass crowd of people. Everybody singing. I have hella crowd control, and just being able to like tell my deepest, darkest, like I don't even know how to say this. Like I want to have a fan base that's always coming out for me on tour, showing, like going everywhere in the world. Like I want it all. I do. Okay. And for me personally, it's kind of hard to actually like admit that, because like usually I try to stay humble and not admit that like I want to be famous. Yes, I want to be that, but like that's what I want to be. Like
I hear you. I mean, I don't think it makes you not humble to have goals, like and trying to strive for and want people to like you. I mean, the humbleness to me is what like is knowing where you are, like appreciating who's taken steps for you, or who's helped you forward and whatnot. And that's all. I mean, I think you've done a great job of that. So I don't know if you have to necessarily worry about anyone perceiving you as anything other than humble currently. Nah. What'd you say? Could you repeat that?
I was saying I hope not. I hope I don't.
Oh, yeah. You have, because I know I have my favorite one or two songs by you. Do you have a current favorite? Like I don't know if you go back and listen to your
like that's out. Damn, see, it's so many that don't have out. That's like
That's true. Well, other ones you released, because I can only go off the ones I've heard.
Was released. I like Bonds, man. Bonds is a pretty like groundbreaking for me as an artist because like I had to like really like break that surface level of like this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
With Midnight Calls, but even like a lot of the stuff that I was rapping about on that album, I wasn't like really doing. Like honestly, I'm not even. I'm a ladies man, but I don't even be in the sheets like that. I be chilling, bro. I'll be honest. Just,
I hear you. I hear you.
girls probably thinking he lying. I'm sure. I'll be chilling. I'll be chilling.
I hear you, bro. Nah, I hear you. Bonds, nah, that is definitely. I personally, I can tell you, I have sent that to 10 folks for people to listen to of your music. That song to me is a hit that needs to be out there and knowing a little more. That one was nice. You did your thing on that one. Take me through a little bit of what it was to write that song and how that was for you. Since I know you love that song and probably the process that you went through in terms to getting it to that finished product.
Well, I say definitely it honestly wasn't a hard song to write. It kind of like I just turned on the beat one day at my workplace, at my other studio that I work at, and I heard it and I loved it. Like I was like, this beat is so good. I kind of just started freestyling a little bit, caught a couple words, and then after that I started actually like writing.
Okay. And
it kind of took me back to just a lot of like different times where I was in predicaments that I kind of put myself into, just decisions that I made that kind of got me into these certain circumstances. So that's kind of what I was writing about, just all those instances where I knew I should have chose a better route or I should have decided better on things. And now, it got me to a certain spot or to that next point. Yeah. But that was just really what Bonds was. Bonds was mainly just about me acknowledging those things that were binding me that I need to break free from on my own accord.
I hear you. Did you actually? Because I know you said you heard the beat. Did you make it, or someone else made it, and just had, or like
somebody else made it? But I add like little instances of like effects and stuff like
gotcha.
Like that, or like the wolf. That was like an added little sound effect.
Nah.
And then another bond, I guess you could say, quote unquote, was me, graduate college. So at the very end, when the beat like slows down and gets like, chopped or screwed or whatever you want to call it, I sampled me at breakfast with my family that morning. And it just sounded like a whole bunch of rustling, movement in the subway. And I just kind of filtered it out and made it sound like it was like in the subway, even though it was literally just us in the cafe.
Oh, no, that's wild. I definitely thought that was a subway. Okay.
But like real, listen to me like, dang, you could kind of hear my mom and cousins and them talking. But yeah, I mean, I just did that because it was like that last day before I graduated. Like, it was graduated in 2 hours, so I just kind of picked that sample and threw it in there, and it sounded good. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess this is like the start of me. It was like the ending of college and what I had been to for the past like 4 years, and then boom, the start of me doing whatever with my life, my music, this, that, and the third. Because I did take a lot of time to focus on graduating instead of doing my music. So I really feel like I could have done better at college though, but like college definitely, you definitely gotta study and stay focused.
All right. Well, first off, I want to ask, did the when you were recording your family for that last part of Bonds, did you do that like knowing you're going to use it, or like was it just like a normal conversation? You just
honestly, I did not know. They didn't know I was recording. I just put I kind of had those moments where I just get this feeling that I need to be recording, or I need to be like doing, and I put the phone down in the area and record. Obviously, you got to watch when you do that in certain instances, but but yeah, I didn't know. And whenever I was mixing the song down for it to be released, I kind of was going through stuff that I had recorded recently, and that was one of the recordings, and it worked perfectly. it kind of, that's really what I do with a lot of the stuff that I do. I just kind of make natural things sound like they were all supposed to be pieced together when it was just random stuff done. Like even with, well, I took all the posts down right now because we're reconstructing the Instagram, but with Instagram posts, like some of those posts were really just me taking photos randomly and then looking back at what I did since the last time I posted through photos, because it was just me taking random photos. I don't really take.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a selfie on your Instagram. Okay, well, last and final question: do you have any upcoming projects, upcoming I guess concerts or live performances?
Nah, I don't really right now. I'm just gonna probably be doing open mics and things like that.
Okay.
I am taking a trip to Atlanta in the first week of June, so that's probably gonna be something. I'm just gonna be connecting with other artists out there. It's not gonna be anything specific. Kind of just rent it out of Airbnb for me and some homies.
Okay, now that's actually wild. Because that's I moved into Atlanta that like the week before because I start PT school out there. So yeah.
I'll hit you up and see if you're gonna pull up to get some like just do or see what we.
Yeah. No, I definitely would appreciate that. See how that song making process, whatever y'all doing in there goes. Because I only listen to finished products for the most part, because all I'm listening to is what's on Apple Music and YouTube and things of that nature. So yeah, that'd be a real cool experience. But any projects on because I know you said you had all them unreleased.
You did ask me about projects. So projects, even though I have hella music and I could definitely make probably like 4 projects, man, I gotta get like the fan base a little bit more fed and interested. So me and my team are deciding to do singles right now,
Okay.
But I definitely got projects in mind. Like I'm probably gonna be hinting or like showing some of the visuals and things like that are gonna be project, influenced to things that I have in the future. So yeah, I definitely got music. I got music.
I believe you. I believe you. I definitely have been waiting for quite a few. Not saying you shouldn't have, but I was waiting for maybe like whenever you dropped Midnight Calls, I was like, okay, so he's starting. Let me go wait and see, and then nothing had dropped for a minute. And then I went back later and saw Bonds, and I was like, okay, this is all I need for a minute. This got me. This is all I need for a good minute.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for like waiting for 2 years just for me to like drop some more stuff. Like I didn't think I had people like that.
Oh no, man, you're talented. You are extremely talented, and I love watching the I guess the growth of artists, like as they progress from wherever they start to mainstream or wherever they end up. I just love seeing that journey and how their music changes over the course of that journey. So I'm here for the ride. And best believe I'm gonna keep telling people. That's why I want to do this interview today, because I know a lot of most of your fan base is Texas related.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, we got that. That can't be. That has to change first off. Yeah.
Thank you. That's another thing, right? Thank you for that, man. That's even deeper. Like that's a whole other step of like, okay, let me help them out.
Yeah, of course. We all support. Shoot, now we alumni of the same university. We gotta support. Love seeing the Black people thrive, man. So I hear you. Do you have any social medias you want to shout out?
For everybody watching, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dyllyn, WHODYLLYN.
Alrighty, and I'll make sure to put a little image of it on the video so they can all see it. But that's the interview, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and thanks once again to Dyllyn for stopping by and giving me some of his time in that busy schedule to chop it up with us and talk about his music. And everybody, make sure y'all stream Bonds, man. I'm telling you, that song will change your life.
Night calls, whatever, pick your poison.
Yeah. All righty. We'll keep y'all. I'll see y'all again. Peace.
Look, bonded by these feelings again. Always keep myself from a win. But not this time, crossed that line, it was fine. Had to switch up after seeing the signs. Don't know why I keep giving in. Don't know how I got